My name is Dr. Alexandra Sherlock, and I'm a sociocultural anthropologist and lecturer in fashion and textiles at RMIT University in Naarm, Melbourne. And I'm the founder of the Footwear Research Network. And I'm here with my wonderful colleagues, Dr. Emily Brayshaw and Pennie to give you a quick update on where we're at, what's next, and how you can be a part of our rapidly growing community at what feels like a very exciting time. So for more than 15 years, I've been working to build a space where people with a professional or personal interest in footwear can find insights, ideas, and just find each other. Not just researchers, but designers, makers, educators, industry professionals, and anyone who has ever stopped to think about the things on their feet and what they might mean. This space, as you may already know, is called the Footwear Research Network. It originated as the project blog for the If the Shoe Fits Footwear Identity and Transition Project, a sociological research project at the University of Sheffield in 2010, which was the first of its kind at the time, and has since become a global interdisciplinary network of academics, educators, and professionals with an interest in footwear. Amongst many other activities, we publish free and accessible summaries of current footwear-related research through our blog. We maintain a reading list of important related publications from a growing community of contributors. And we run a global directory of footwear museums and archives. Alongside these resources, things have recently started to get really exciting at the Footwear Research Network. In 2025, Dr. Emily Brayshaw and I launched the Social Lives of Shoes podcast. And earlier last year, the research-led creative workshops that contemporary jeweller and artist Pennie and I have spent the last 4 years developing have been delivered to the broader community in and around Melbourne. And these initiatives have been received with overwhelming enthusiasm by the global fashion and footwear sector, as well as just by everyday wearers. So to meet this demand, we're asking for your support to establish ourselves as a social enterprise so that we can achieve financial sustainability and independence. And we'll come back to this in a moment.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emily Brayshaw. I'm an honorary research fellow at the University of Technology in Sydney at their design school. My role is I'm a dress and fashion historian. I'm also a costume designer, and I co-host the Social Lives of Shoes podcast with Alex. And our podcast started from a simple question: what if shoes could speak? What would shoes tell us about who we are, what we value, and about footwear futures? So we've now recorded 11 episodes and published 8 of them. We've chatted with a bespoke shoemaker in her Venice workshop about why people commission her to make them a pair of shoes and what that means for craft and longevity. We've interviewed a footwear artist about why shoes are such amazing objects for storytelling and building empathy and connection among people. We have spoken to the director of the Barter Shoe Museum in Toronto about why material objects matter more, not less, in a digital world. And we've discussed why we become attached to shoes, what that means to let them go. We've also explored what iconic shoes like the Birkenstock Arizona and the Clark's Desert Boot can teach us about authenticity, cultural meaning, and the delicate line between celebrating a product and commercializing it. The thing is, though, each episode represents roughly 3 days of senior research, preparation, recording, and production between us, plus the overheads of equipment, software, hosting, and transcription that any professional production carries. We've been doing it for the love of the work so far, and it's hugely validating to know that the work we're doing is informing brand strategies, the development of relevant products, it's changing consumer behaviour and shifting thinking around conventional and unsustainable footwear systems. So the question is, what is this work worth to you?
Hello, I'm Pennie and I'm a contemporary jeweller and artist based at the Abbotsford Convent in Naarm, Melbourne, and I'm the co-founder of This Is Not a Shoe with Alex. The project started from a deceptively simple idea. What happens when you take a shoe apart? Not to fix it, not to recycle it in a conventional sense, but to really look at it. see what's inside, to understand the craft, the materials, the layers, and the decision-making that went into making something we put on our feet without a second thought. What we discovered, and what keeps surprising us, is a truly transformative experience. People bring shoes that carry real meaning. A pair of Birkenstocks worn down by a teacher, a pair of Adidas sneakers that carried a footwear designer through a move from Bangkok to early motherhood in Melbourne, a pair of 1940s dancing shoes from Belfast still holding the exact shape of their owner's feet. And when people take those shoes apart, something shifts. They see differently. It's not just the shoe, but the value of the systems, materials, identities, relationships, and humanity behind it. We've run workshops in Naarm, at the Melbourne Fashion Festival, at my studio at the Abbotsford Convent, in schools and community spaces. We produce workshop guides so educators anywhere in the world can run their own sessions. And with the help of our skilled maker Harley, we are making deconstruction kits right here in Melbourne. Everything you need to repair or take apart shoes safely and thoughtfully. These kits are tried and tested through our workshops and will be available through This Is Not a Shoe website. Each one is handmade from reclaimed materials and with its own educational story of pre- and post-consumer material life cycles, including leather machine, which we've affectionately named Sam, after the generous owner of a local factory forced to close because consumers simply no longer understand the value of materials and a living wage, preferring instead to purchase cheap products made with exploitative labour and non-renewable or recyclable resources. The workshop also works as a professional development activity for any footwear designers or teams interested in designing for the end of their shoes' lives.
So why does this matter now? There's a lot of good news in footwear sustainability right now. New materials, new systems, new commitments, and we all find that genuinely hopeful. But through our continued engagement with the global academic sustainability research and with professionals worldwide, something has become abundantly clear. Production, consumption, and their resulting waste continue to rise. We know that many of these initiatives don't set out to greenwash or culture wash. But while the innovations are often clever and inspiring, if they're not connected to how people actually relate to their shoes and live their lives, to our values, our habits, our sense of identity and belonging, they risk becoming exactly what we're trying to avoid: more wasted materials, more wasted effort, and eroded consumer trust. So the Footwear Research Network exists at that intersection. We don't compete with the scientific and materials research, or with the many other brilliant footwear organisations doing vital work around the world. We see ourselves as a social sciences and humanities perspective that complements all of this important work. We bring the human perspective, and the human perspective is not a nice to have. It's the thing that makes everything else work. So here is what we need, and here is what we're asking. We are raising funds to register the Footwear Research Network as a non-profit social enterprise here in Australia. That registration is the foundation of everything else. Our long-term financial sustainability and independence, our ability to apply for project funding, to build formal partnerships, and eventually to offer tax-deductible status to the businesses and individuals who collaborate with us. None of us are doing this to make money beyond what we need, and we want a structure that reassures you of that and that allows this work to sustain itself without relying indefinitely on ongoing goodwill and charity. So there are several ways that you can help.
If you're in Naarm, Melbourne, visit the website to register for one of our upcoming workshops. Your ticket goes directly to our operational capacity. The thought of taking apart a beloved pair of shoes may seem terrifying, but we guarantee you will leave transformed and with a new appreciation of the things you love. You'll never look at a pair of shoes quite the same way again, and in a good way. Book via the link.
If you're not local, you'll be able to buy one of our deconstruction kits and instructional booklets from the shop on our website, currently under construction, and we'll let you know when those are available. If you want to get in quickly, simply email me to register your interest, and we'll let you know as soon as that's live. And if you'd like to explore running a This Is Not a Shoe workshop as a brand activation, professional development training, or as part of your corporate social responsibility programme, please do reach out. Once our social enterprise registration is in place, collaborating with us can be counted towards your corporate social responsibility commitments.
If you'd like to support our podcast, it might be a particular episode, a series, or an ongoing partnership, please also get in touch. Any support comes with our editorial independence fully intact, because what gives the Footwear Research Network its credibility is its foundation on more than a decade of rigorous, funded, peer-reviewed academic research. Academic integrity is not a condition we are willing to negotiate, because it's what gives our work its value, which benefits everyone. But we would love to talk to you about what podcast sponsorship could look like.
You can also simply donate via our GoFundMe page. Whether it is $30, $300 or $3,000, every contribution makes a real difference at this stage. We can provide donation invoices upon request. If you work in industry and our work has shaped your thinking, perhaps a campaign direction, a product decision, a conversation you've had, please tell us. Publicly if you're comfortable, or privately if you prefer. The evidence of impact is how we demonstrate to future funders that this work is worth continuing, and it costs you nothing.
Finally, and this also costs you nothing, if you believe in what we're doing, share it. Please take a second to share this video, share the podcast, share our posts, comment, tell someone. We are also all affiliated with universities, and we're always open to conversations about more formal research collaborations, as are any of the other contributors on our contributors page on the Footwear Research Network site. Funded research addresses real industry challenges while contributing to the field and reinforcing genuine brand values and purpose. So in closing, we started this because we believe that shoes are one of the most underestimated things we can study. If you've made it this far, we think you might also agree. They carry our stories, mark our lives, and connect us to the systems and choices that shape our world.
If you've ever struggled to part with a pair of shoes for whatever reason, you understand the importance of shoes for establishing a sense of who we are, how we relate to others, and the world we're a part of. We believe understanding these relationships is the key to realising our goals of a genuinely sustainable and circular economy, not just for shoes, but for fashion and so many other aspects of consumer culture.
We are so proud of what we've achieved on our own, but we're truly excited to see what we're capable of achieving with your support. Thank you so much for watching, and any links to donate, to book your workshop ticket, buy a kit and find out more are all below. We would love to hear from you. Thank you again.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.